This is the YouTube channel All Things Cinema. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to our channel, All Things Cinema. I have some more behind the scenes footage here, and this time we were in College Park at campus of University of Maryland. And so what we were doing was we were filming a couple of interviews with faculty and students on campus for the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, which was such a blessing. I actually got this gig through a photographer who I've done a wedding with, and I've also worked with him on a college alumni type of event. And he's been good friends, like the work so much that he referred me to the campus. Next thing you know, they hired me, and so I get a chance to come on campus, film multiple faculty, students, and put together a promotional commercial for the actual department. So it was exciting. I would love to do something like this again. But here's some behind the scenes here and there I want to show you guys, because I was trying to be intentional. We'll get some behind the scenes footage. So hope y'all enjoy it. I try to talk as much as I can in it. I will do some voiceover over top of it. But other than that, y'all enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Give us some words, bro.
I mean, I'm just out here being blessed, man. Being able to, use our gifts and talents to help out the school. So it's a blessing to be here today.
Where are we?
The University of Maryland, working with the engineering department. So it's really dope today. And it's a nice day. The weather's great.
What's going on today? What we got going on today?
So right now we're about to go shoot some B-roll of the university and the department. So it can sync up, look really good with our interviews and our commercials. I got digital diffusion. I took that off.
Man, Elon with the 6K.
What'd you say? Diffusion?
I got digital diffusion. I take it off.
Is that an indie filter?
Nah, it just softens the image.
Oh, yeah, because it's not cinema work, so you can just pop that guy off. Yeah. So I got my assistant right here, Elon. He got the 6K Black Magic. Man, he's helping me out. I'm so thankful. Behind the scenes as well. And I'm about to set up now. We're here on campus. My bad. We're here on campus at this career fair. We're going to be doing some, hopefully some possible interviews with some of the companies, maybe some students, and just make it look alive. So, man, I'm going to just show y'all what the camera bag looking like. That's the Mac box. Had to carry this guy outside of the bag because I ain't have enough room. I definitely packed it different. So I got my lav mics in here. I got 3 of those guys, 1 receiver, 2 transmitters, lapels. Then I got my condenser mic. We definitely gonna be using this guy today. I'm excited because I really haven't got a chance to fully use it. Wireless condenser mic. Then I do have the H5 Zoom recorder. This is gonna be the heavy duty guy. Then I do have 1 shotgun mic on there. I got my rigs, parts right here for the rigs. I got 3 lenses, mics. I got my headphones in here. Big old battery off to the side. It's the big boy 6K Pro. Over in this guy right here. Got my XLR cables. I won't be needing those right now. $6K Pro, that's the main camera, A camera, and then I got this accessories there. So pretty much loaded almost every pocket. Chargers, indie filters. That's what my camera bag looking like today.
All right, sorry for the audio. My friend Elon 6K
Blackmagic 6K. The shotgun mic on this camera must have been really low because I couldn't hear the audio. But that's my A camera, Blackmagic 6K Pro. I'm going to start setting it up, well, building it up on a rig. I chose to go with a rig for this setup at the career fair because I wanted to have a lot built on the camera cage of this rig. And as you know, like it would not work for a gimbal setup. So I decided to go with the rig setup. And I'm going to show y'all me building it up here now before we start shooting. First thing you see on top of the rig is the lavalier microphone, wireless mic. That's the receiver. Now that is the Zoom H5, which is an audio recorder. Has better preamps than the Blackmagic 6K Pro. So everybody with a 6K or Blackmagic pretty much know that they just going off the camera for their professional audio because the preamps in the Blackmagic is not the best. So as soon as I bought the Blackmagic 6K Pro, I went ahead and bought me an audio recorder. Mine's is the Zoom H5. It's pretty good. So see, I'm building, and then as you can see where I got the H5N, it's hanging off the side, so it's going to get a little bit worse. But that's the point of building your camera on a rig, is it doesn't have to look neat, and you're not putting it on a gimbal. You know, it's not going to balance at all. So with the rig set up, you see I got the shoulder pad there. Because I'm going to have this camera on my shoulder. I'm not going to just be handheld with this rig because I can't. It's going to burn my arms out. Rode shotgun mic. It's the NTG4. The shotgun mic, the Rode NTG4 Plus. It's like $400. I bought it. Really good microphone. Has a couple of features on the mic itself, like low pass, high pass. It has also phantom power. You could turn that on and off. And that's just on the camera for better scratch audio. But I will be using the wireless lavalier mic as my A source for my audio. Final build. I have the H5. I have the Rode NTG4 mic. I have a wireless mic, and most of all Blackmagic owners know you have to have a V-mount battery. So first time filming a career fair. I started off getting some B-roll shots, and then also like I had my condenser mic, which is wireless, connected to my receiver on the camera, and I just handed over to a few businesses that were there at the career fair and had them to talk about the career fair and University of Maryland.
We're looking for full-time candidates as well as internship positions for our Mid-Atlantic region. We're an employee-owned company. We've got great medical benefits as well as retirement benefits, and look forward to recruiting some civil engineering students. Thanks.
One change I would say I would have did is to add the V-mount battery to the back of my rig over top of the shoulder pad, so it would have more of a counterbalance. So that's one thing I need to make adjustment for when I do my rig like this, is to add more counterbalance so the camera setup won't be so front end heavy.
Career fair. So far, things have been going pretty well. We're watching the traffic come in today. We hope to get some more students to come out to the stamp building as lunch comes around. So, yeah, we've talked to a lot of students, a lot of young students too, in particular. I've seen a lot of freshmen come out today.
Yeah, I think they're very supportive of their students and understanding.
Standing in the field just speaks out of American and came to understand disasters in a broader socioeconomic.
Right now we're setting up an interview with another professor here at the civil engineering here at the University of Maryland. Right now they're just trying to figure out what they're going to say. Well, we're going to go ahead and set up the camera. I'm going to use the shotgun microphone, try to get close. And generate the questions that we're going to see. So, just all right, so this is one of many professors filming him in his office. Put it on the tripod, you can see. Keep the shot nice and steady and still. These are very simple interviews. I didn't need a B camera or two camera setup. Just one camera suffice. I did put the lavalier mic on him, as well as still recording from the shotgun mic on the camera. Now I did add a fill light. That is my GVM. It's a light panel, LED light. And it's very lightweight, and I've just put it on a light stand. Very quick setup, soft enough for this type of shot.
Experience by using a state-of-the-art equipment in our laboratories. We have laboratory courses that students deal with real projects, get their hands dirty, and get very good hand experience by using a state-of-the-art equipment in our laboratories.
So this here, still using the same rig setup and on a tripod, filming a student here in the hallway because of the board, the picture that's behind her. Wanted to get that in the shot of the university, of the campus. And then I'm still using that one real simple and light LED panel. I'm bouncing it off of the wall as opposed to shooting it directly on her as direct lighting. I wanted to bounce it so it could be more ambient light on her. I don't want it to be too hard because, like I said, I have a bigger light with more diffusion, but I just didn't want to bring it out for this quick interview. And then I just want a complete sentence. If you can tell me where we're at, what department are you a student in, and your name.
Sure. Is this for the video or just for the sound check?
Just for the sound check.
Oh, okay. We're in the Glen O. Martin Engineering Building. We're going to be talking about civil engineering. And my name is Anushka Aliyah.
So here I have another interview with a professor. This one is in an actual lab. Like this is one of their environmental labs. They do the whole like tubes and tube testing and all that stuff. So you see my camera right now is on a gimbal because I just got finished filming some B-roll. All of my B-roll shots I put on the gimbal to get it stabilized in the most professional look. And then for the interviews, which are again simple, one camera interviews, I put it back on the tripod. I put it back on the rig. Well, build up the rig again, and then I put it back on the tripod, so I can add the shotgun mic and wireless receiver mic and all that stuff. The H5 on it and all that stuff. So 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. So now that I finished setting up the wireless mic and the transmitter and receiver, doing the sound check myself, now I'm setting up lighting for this interview as well. Using, again, just one light. This time I'm using my Drawcast. I think it's a 500 LED panel. It does the same thing like the GVM light panel. It's just I do like the Drawcast a little bit better as far as its color accuracy, and so I'm setting that up for this interview here so I can get a little bit more key lighting on my on the professor. So I asked one of the faculty here. He's a part of the team that I'm working with to be able to film this documentary for the CEE at University of Maryland. He was with me because I have to have someone represented from University of Maryland to be with me as I go here and there on campus. So I asked him if he could stand in so that I can use him as a subject to test my lighting and to test out my framing. Two of the most important things when you're setting up an interview, you want to get your framing locked in. Your framing, which is the blocking and where your subject or the person of interest is going to be in the shot, and then from there you can know how you're going to light. Where do you need lighting? Where do you need to subtract or add light? So it's good to have someone there, actual person, to use as practice or example before you get the actual interviewee there, so that not too much time is wasted, because these professors, they have a lot of work to do. They're on call, and yeah, so their time is very short.
I'm Park Creek, so I got a little.
Why choose University of Maryland Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering? Because you get to be involved with many different projects and topics, lots of hands-on experiences, group teams, and undergraduate research that I'm also a lot involved with.
Okay, filming at another professor's lab, computer lab. Take a look at this backpack. This is one of the packings that I did to try to be as light as possible. I don't have any of my Pelican cases with me. I just have this big old backpack, and I got stuff that's hanging on to some of the straps on the outside of it. I have my tripod in my hand, and then I have one of my light kits. So that's me trying to be light as possible. So first thing we want to do is see which table setup we want to film at. So let's see. Well, I take it this is like your main setup right here. Oh, that's yours. Okay. We got two teachers.
He's my student.
Okay.
He's my PhD student.
Yeah, he was operating the car, right? Okay. I do like the corner setup. You could be seated right there in that chair.
Okay.
All right, so look like we have a little bit cleaning up to do.
Do you want to use this conference room?
Oh,
very nice conference room here.
Let's check that out. Nah, screen's off would be better. It is nice. I guess I would prefer to do that. It would feel like it would be better if it was more than one person, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do it right. So I'll have you sit right there. I'll go ahead. Yeah, I have you sit right here because I don't like the big screen, but it looks more cleaner right here. So we'll shoot this direction. I'll go ahead and bring the camera in, set up the cameras, set up the audio. I'm gonna use the same lavalier mic for you, and set up the lighting, and we'll be good to go. Yep. So you look already presentable.
Oh yeah.
I think that works. And then I'll direct you about what to talk about again. But some of the B-roll we can do is perhaps we can get you on the computer, kind of showing, like you said, how you had to build out the map and stuff.
Yes.
Like that.
So
We can get that after the interview.
So Denwei, is that possible to? We can show how to build out the waypoint map on your computer now, or?
Like how the camera bed is packed up right now. So we're gonna take all this stuff out, put it all on the tripod, and get ready, set up for interview. So normally I like to already have the camera set up, audio set up before the subject that we're interviewing is present, but sometimes it doesn't always work like that. So now, just Also, with the setting up of the camera, you don't want to be too high over the subject, so I want to make sure I'm eye-line. So I'm gonna look it up just so we're the camera can kind of be eye line with my interviewee. So right here it should be good. Reading, you know, focus without the follow focus, but it just makes the hand positioning a lot more better. Instead of going like this, I'm gonna go like this. Bring on my lav mics, wireless mics, receiver. So I am going to go with a 50 is going to be too tight if I'm doing a one camera interview. 24 might be good. It might be like right here. So I'm gonna start off with a 24. I do have a 16 millimeter, but I don't want to be too wide.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I'm kind of rushing a little bit. The professor tells me that he has to leave in 10 minutes. So just to keep this behind the scenes of filming commercial, in this case with professors at school, let y'all know that there's going to be some cases where
Why should you choose civil and environmental engineering here at University of Maryland?
here time to film a professor or a student might be rushed. So just be prepared. Don't lose your head. Don't let them see you sweat, and do the best that you can to get set up, and try not to cut no corners as well.
Why should you choose civil and environmental engineering here at the University of Maryland? We have a very unique program across the country. Within the department, we have different fields that you can choose to study. Engineering program, and within the program, we have five faculty members with different fields, and including the smart mobility, traffic safety and traffic operations, rail transportation, public transportation, and transportation planning.
Letting my friend Elon set up the 6K Pro for this B-roll shot of the student at the computer. Told him to go ahead and get some hands-on experience right now. Here we go. Let him set up the shot and pretty much record it. On campus, this was during in between class, so out of class, so there was a lot of students out and about, which was perfect. I'm looking around, seeing if I can grab a few students to see if they want to volunteer for some talking shots into the camera for the commercial. And we had that's Robert, the faculty assistant that's with me at all times. And we was also carrying production papers just in case if we did get any volunteers, so that they can give us permission to have them in the content.
So we're doing another interview here at University of Maryland, College Park for the civil and environmental engineering. So the professor we're doing an interview here is steel and pavement and structural. So now, as you see all of this right here, the first rule as a cinematographer doing an interview, you want to find out where are you going to set up the camera and have your subject to be filmed at. So that's what we're doing right now. That's part one. Then part two, you will then begin to get the composition and figure out, okay, I want the camera right here, and start setting up the camera. And then after that, you're going to set up your audio and set up your lighting. So right now we're doing the first step. Our professor is going to get his PPE equipment to make the interview look very legit, and we'll go from there.
All right, so the professor is here, so now I can dial in my composition with him in the shot.
What do you want me to say?
So, I'm having all the professors start off with this question. I'm going to start off with this question. So, why should you choose civil and environmental engineering here at University of Maryland? You're going to pause, and then you can go into what you're going to talk about. You'll be talking about what the students learn here is your course and structural.
Okay.
Talk about structural, what they're gonna learn. Practical, hands-on. You can talk about this, the projects. You can talk about the knowledge and experience they gain that would be beneficial for them out in the field. And yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna scoot back just a little bit more. My wider lens would have been good, but I'm just gonna keep this one, and we're gonna. You're gonna ask the question. Yes. Yep. And so the question again is, so why should you choose civil and environmental? Okay. So now we figure out how we want to do our composition, have body. I'm going to
So
set.
what do you want me to say?
So I'm having all the professors start off with this question. I'm going to start off with this question. So why should you choose civil and environmental engineering here at University of Maryland? You're going to pause, and then you can go into what you're going to talk about. You'll be talking about what the students learn here is your course and structural.
Okay.
Talk about structural, what they're going to learn. Practical, hands-on. You can talk about this, the projects. You can talk about the knowledge and experience they gain that would be beneficial for them out in the field. And yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if y'all can see right here, I have the light up. I have the light panel up just to add a little bit more highlight on his face. And you can see the difference between him in this behind the scenes clip without it and now with it.
Here we offer the most cutting edge knowledge in the civil engineering. For example, this is a self-centering eccentrically bridged frame made of steel.
Okay, so just a few more clips in this same department, structural engineering. I took the camera off the tripod, and now I'm handheld. I don't even have the shoulder set up so I can rest on my shoulders. This Blackmagic 6K Pro with the attachments on it, I would say all of that is probably maybe, I don't know, 6-7 pounds, something like that. So it's not that heavy, but I'm pretty used to stabilizing with my hands only. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta like innovate and just do some quick type of setups. Yeah, so most of my gimbal shots were for the B-roll, and most of my interview shots were static on the tripod. This is a student here that's a kicker on the University of Maryland team that is also being interviewed for the civil engineering department. And again, that is my GVM light panel. It looked like it might be about 4 feet away. I have it probably all the way up, and it got a nice intensity and light on him for wrapping the light around him. And that's it for this behind the scenes footage of my filming of commercial at University of Maryland. I will show y'all a little bit of the actual commercial, and I'll also post a link down in the description of where you can find this commercial on their website. Shout out to my friend Elon for recording some of the behind the scenes footage with his camera. Also shout out to my friend right here named Cris. He's also a videographer. He did some of the behind the scenes footage with my Android when Elon wasn't available.